the next speaker, Røde. It's not easy being blue. It's not easy being blue, Røde.
The other day, I took a bus into town, and I happened to sit behind someone who was muttering Shakespeare quotes to himself. When I got off the bus at the other end, I was assaulted by someone throwing German sausages. My day had just gone from bard to burst. Now that I've got my comedy club audition out of the way, I have to address the elephant in the room. Me. You may be wondering, who is this nutter? Some say that he's just escaped from a local farm. Others say that he is the mascot for a Norwegian confectionery company. All we know is he is not the Stig, but he's the Stig's boy-wine cousin. Who am I kidding? Some of you know me as Sandy, always Leighton, but today, in this suit, I am Røde, the big blue ball from the internet. I bet you're wondering, why am I wearing this plush blue suit? I'm sure you have many other questions, and I'm happy to answer them during the break. But suffice it to say, I'm a glutton for punishment, and I wanted to give myself and the judges a little bit of a challenge today. Why am I? Now, owning a suit does have a few caveats. It's a bit like a large fluffy dog. It sheds everywhere. It is quite heavy, and it is very high maintenance. On the other hand, it doesn't bark at the cat next door. It doesn't need feeding. And it doesn't drag a spot across the carpet when its bum is itchy. When I got the suit, it came with a small list of quirks, shall I say, that I was not exactly prepared to deal with. I'd like to give you a little tour of this thing, starting with my head. Inside it is a well-padded cell with barred windows to see through. My hearing is terrible. My eyesight is absolutely atrocious, because I can't wear my glasses. And people have trouble understanding what I'm saying. Some things just never change. On top of, and my horns as well, they are like a cat's whiskers. They tell me that I'm too wide or too tall to fit through literally all doorways. So I have to sort of lower my head, tilt it, then sort of carefully shuffle forwards to make sure I don't hit anything. And on top of that, I have hair again. I've always wanted long hair, because it just looks like so much fun. You can style it in any way you want. Now that I actually have long hair, I have changed my mind. The first time I had to brush out the tangles, like, no, this is not for me. So I have a newfound respect for any parent who has had to brush their daughter's hair in the morning before school. Kudos to you. Oh, it's not as bad with my tail, but because it does drag on the ground quite a fair bit, it picks up everything in its path. Dirt, leaves, twigs, small children. Those are the worst, because they just dig their chubby little fingers into the fur and burrow in. And they don't like it when I pull them kicking and screaming and hand them back to their parents and tell them to go away. People wonder why I do not want kids. Speaking of small children, they may well get squished by these massive clodhoppers. They are quite big, as you can see, and so I have to walk both slowly and carefully. And like a Dalek in early episodes of The Who, I am stumped by staircases. I also cannot evacuate buildings in an emergency very well, so please hold up on your emergencies until after I'm out of this. Making my life a little bit more tricky, I've used unique three-fingered hands. I can't really pick up anything with them. Hot, furry guys in my area, sure. Pen and paper, not so much. But I can, however, do this. Live long and prosper. But good luck doing that in this economy. And to round it all out, underneath all this, I'm wearing spandex. That is a sight no one needs to see. But I also have a load of padding to give me that slim figure that spam emails have promised me for years. I'm still waiting. They do have a couple of side effects. One is that the padding makes it really, really hot, particularly with the air conditioning up there. I'm just gently simmering my own juices. It also makes it a little bit harder to breathe. But don't worry, I've got 2 or 3 minutes before I collapse in a heap on the floor in front of you. So until then, we're all Gucci. So to sum up, I have trouble hearing, seeing, moving, breathing, hair care is a pain, and I'm sweating like I've just committed a major fashion crime. Am I really happy with this thing, or am I just a masochist who wants to torture himself? Yes to both questions. This takes a lot of time, a lot of money, a lot of effort. But damn it, it is so much fun. And I really enjoy the confidence that the suit gives me to do harebrained schemes such as this. The headmaster at the end of Another Brick in the Wall, Part 2, screamed best, "How can you have your pudding if you don't eat your meat?" All of these little issues I have are my meat. And Røde is very much my sweet blueberry pudding. I've got through all of that without a single cow pun. Unbelievable. Precious shit.
Thank you, Røde. And we'll now have as much time as the judges need before the telecounters come in.